Hi, I'm Maria. Thank you for joining me today. Hopefully you've warmed up already because today we're going straight into Virabhadrasana 2, which is our Warrior 2 pose. So widen your feet to the outer edges of the mat. My mat's quite long, so my feet are not going to go all that way. Turning your left foot so that your toes are facing the short edge of the mat, and your back foot so that the outer edge of your mat is parallel. The outer edge of your foot is parallel to the outer edge of your mat. Bending into your left knee, and we're going to bring a knee over the ankle. May not get as far as the ankle, that's fine, just don't let it pass the ankle. And we're going to press that knee back to the left slightly, so don't let it sneak in, keep it back to the left. Inhale your arms up in line with your body, looking over your left shoulder. If your shoulders sneak forwards, pull them back so that your shoulders are over your hips. Now I'm going to let you into a little secret whilst we're holding this. I quite often don't use the Sanskrit names for asanas, and the reason is they are tricky and I don't want to say them wrong and make myself look silly. So it's something that I'm working on all of the time. Now, the reason that we are holding our Warrior 2 today is because we're looking at Satya, and it takes strength to tell the truth. So Satya is truthfulness. And the reasons we don't tell the truth? Well, sometimes we don't want to hurt people's feelings, so we avoid telling the truth. Sometimes we don't want to make ourselves look silly. And sometimes we don't want to take responsibility, and if we tell the truth, we have to take responsibility. So that's just a few reasons, but we definitely need to be strong to tell the truth. Okay, we're going to lengthen through that left leg, slide, taking your hips back, slide your left hand down your left leg, and then inhale your right arm up to the sky. So you can keep your hand on your shin, or maybe bring it to the inner edge, pressing that right shoulder back into our extended triangle pose, Uttita Trikonasana. Now, I might have said that wrong. If I did, please be truthful with me and correct me. So we're going to look today at our triangle as being an example of how we can get lost from not telling the truth. A little bit like a Bermuda triangle. Firstly, you don't tell the truth because you don't want to hurt someone, or maybe even yourself. The result is you're not being authentic, you're not being your true self, and then you become drained, depleted, and it may be that it results in you exploding because you can't hold it in anymore. Let's come back up. We're going to bend into that left knee and just bring that back foot in slightly. Bring your hands to your heart, turning to the top of your mat, and we're going to go into our Warrior 3 pose. So bringing the weight onto that left foot, we need to balance Satya with Ahimsa to be able to tell the truth and avoid hurting people. So coming forwards, lowering your chest, lifting your right leg up in line with the body, lengthening the crown of your head away, your heel in the opposite direction. I like to think of this almost as a locust. So lifting your chest and lifting your leg, creating our balance. Bringing your foot back to the floor. We're going to step back into our wide leg stance and bring your right foot so that the toes are pointing the short edge of your mat. Left foot is becoming your back foot, parallel to the back edge of the mat, bending into your right knee, pressing that knee out, shoulders over hips, arms out, back into our Warrior 2. Taking a few breaths here. Because what we do on one side, we always do on the other. Even I get to breathe this time. Hips back. Your right arm slides down your right leg. Left arm lifting up towards the sky. So you could choose to look down to the floor, straight ahead or up to the sky. Maybe bring your right hand to the inner edge, or the inner side of your right foot, pressing your left shoulder back in your triangle pose. Utthita Trikonasana. Before coming back up, turning to the top edge of the mat, we're going to step that back foot in slightly. Bring your hands to your heart. And then bring your weight onto your right foot. Holding from your hips forwards. Into our warrior three. One of the more challenging poses for me, I've got to be honest. Coming back down, only because I had to. So I'm going to do that again. Because I do like to keep trying. Some days my warrior threes are fantastic. Other days I am not sure what goes on with them. Thinking of a locust pose to lift the chest and lift the leg whilst reaching the crown of the head and the sole of the foot back, creating balance, and then bending my knee, coming back down into Tadasana. Thank you for joining me today to look at Satya.